Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University.
Good morning, dear students. Greetings of the day. I, Dr. Chintan Vagala, warm welcome to all the students who are pursuing their education in Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. Dear students, as we all know that every time that we are starting our session by sharing a popular quote, and then only we are having our session. So, dear students, before we begin the session, I just want to share a popular quote that said by the George Washington regarding the education. The quote is all about that education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom. Dear students, education is not to get the degrees only all the time and to get the job only, but education helps us to make familiar with the situation, circumstances and the world as well. And as we all know that education opens all the locked doors. I hope you may achieve all a good education and you may also unlock all the locked doors of your life and the career as well, and you may have all the freedom of your life. So, dear students, let's start our today's session. Dear students, today's topic is all about the introduction to English language and structure. It's a paper 2. The subject code is ENGM 102, and the today's topic is all about Unit 6 word formation. Yes, dear students, word formation. Before we begin this session, I want to make you familiar with the topic that word formation is a very important point, important parameter of the English language in speaking, reading, writing and the listening as well. And to learn all these topics properly, we are having a certain components to learn it in effective way. So let's start. Number 1, introduction, meaning of word formation, process of word formation, which has been categorized by 3 sub-points called affixation, prefix and the suffix. Next is compounding, blending, acronym and clipping. So, dear students, let's have an introduction about the word formation first. What we have to do exactly, and by learning word formation, which kind of things that we can achieve and how can we use it, how can we put in implementation as well. So, the first line is all about that free form is smallest unit in a language that can stand alone or be used independently without a fixed position related to other elements. For example, in the word called tourist, the S is not a free form because it must always be attached to the end of a word and cannot stay alone. First slide that you have observed that sometimes what happens that we have to write S at the end of the word because without S the word cannot stand alone and there is no meaning at all. Let's go for the second slide. Meaning of word formation. So, dear students, in this slide we are having an information about the word formation. Word formation refers to the process of creating new words in a language. It involves applying specific linguistic rules and methods to generate new terms, either by modifying existing words or combining elements like prefixes, suffixes and roots. Word formation is simply how new words are created in a language. It is all about combining or changing parts of words like roots, prefixes and suffixes to make new ones with fresh meanings. This process helps us grow our vocabulary and keeps language flexible so it can keep us with new ideas and things in the world. Dear students, next slide is all about the process of the word formation. As we have already discussed that how the word formation works, some words like the prefixes, suffixes and all this. Yes, dear students, The next slide is all about the suffix. Let's discuss that what is the suffix first. The suffix is a part of added to the end of a new word that change its meaning or grammatical form as well. For example, adding er to the verb bake turns into the noun baker, and adding full to beauty makes it the adjective called beautiful. So dear students, here that you can see that how the suffixes help us. Suffixes helps to transform the words, allowing them to fit in different roles in a sentences, like turning into new verbs into the nouns and the adjectives as well. Dear students, by learning and by using suffixes properly, you can also enhance your vocabulary as well, which has been very beneficial for your listening, speaking, reading and writing, all these modules as well. Dear students, next slide is all about the compounding. Let's discuss that what is the compounding first. So dear students, this is the one kind of process in which we are having two separate words and we are joining both the separate words and we are making one more word. As for example, as you are getting on the slide, that street plus light, that is called street light. Second one, happy per plus hour, happy hour. It is a unit that combines more than one stem. Dear students, the first word, I just want to discuss it one again, that street plus light. Dear students, here that you can see in both the words that we are having separate meanings. Street, as we know that the road we have, and the light, obviously that electric light we have. It means that there is one kind of light, there is one kind of object which is burning on the street, that is called street light. A compound word is a combination of two simple words. Suppose bedroom means and basketball. The meaning of the compound may be similar or different from the meanings of its compound and in isolation. Yes, in this slide that you can see ice cream. Dear students, whatever the word that you are getting on this slide, mostly that we all are speaking, reading, listening as well and sometimes writing also. But here you will get a description in detail that how they are separate and by how can we make it one word. Suppose ice cream, that ice plus cream, a frozen dessert. Living room, living plus room, a space for sitting and relaxing in a house. High school, high plus school, an educational institute for the teenagers. Notebook, not plus book, a book for writing notes. Railway, rail plus way, a transportation system using trains. And the last one called football, foot plus ball, a sport played with a ball and the feet. Yes, dear students, the next slide is all about the blending. Dear students, blending, this is the new term we have, and by learning, we can learn, we can develop, we can enhance our vocabulary as well. Let's discuss that what is the blending first. Blending is a process where parts of two or more words are combined to create a new word. Usually, this involves taking the beginning of one word and joining it with the end of the another. Dear students, I just want to draw your attention. What I am asking to you about the blending. See, dear students, in blending, we are having two different words. We are taking the first portion of the first word and the last portion of the second word. And in this way, we are making one more word that is called blending. These blended words often reflect a mix of meanings of the original words, offering a more efficient or the creative way of expressing an idea. So dear students, here that you can see some examples that we have identified you for your attention. Brunch. First one is called brunch, breakfast plus lunch. A meal that combines elements of both breakfast and lunch. Dear students, breakfast mostly we are getting in the morning. Lunch we are getting at noon. But the word called brunch, so this is the proper blending of both these words and we are having called brunch. It means that it is not neither a breakfast nor lunch, but it is called one kind of brunch we have, and a meal that combines elements of both breakfast and the lunch. Second one is called smog we are having. Smoke plus fog, a type of pollution that results from a mixture of smoke and fog we are having. Motel, motor plus hotel, a hotel designed for travelers with motor vehicles. Next one is called blog. Dear students, I hope that you are quite familiar with the word called blog we have. Web plus log. An online journal or informational website we are having. That is called blog. And I hope so many of you are writing the blog as well. So many of you have read some blogs as well. That is the blog which we are talking about. Informational means information plus commercial. A type of advertisement that provides detailed information about a product we have. Ginormous, gigantic means enormous, something that is extremely large. And the last one is called spoke, means spoon plus fork. A utensil, combining features of both spoon and. So dear students, I hope that you know that what the blending we have. Next one is all about the acronym. Let's discuss the term first and then we'll go in the detail of acronym. This method involves information of a word and abbreviation from the initial components of a word. For example, I am sharing one word that is called the scuba we have. Scuba diving we have. The self-contained underwater breathing apparatus laser is formed in the light application by stimulated emission of a radiation. So that is one kind of scuba we are having. In English and most other languages as well, that some abbreviation historically had a limited use, a very limited use, and become more common in the 20th century as well. Acronym use has been popularized by text messages on the mobile phones with short message system as well. For example, dear students, I hope that while we are having a chat with our friends on the WhatsApp Messenger, that is the most popular the format and the platform we are having. While we are having some funny, while we are having some hilarious informations, we are using the word called LOL for laughing out the loud, DP for display picture and many more. So dear students, here I hope by getting to these slides, at least that you have an idea that what is the acronym is all about. Example, NASA, that the most popular the word we have, which belong to USA, National Economics and the Space Administration, FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, ATM, Automated Teller Machine, DIY, Do It Yourself, UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, URL, Uniform Resource Locator, RAM, Random Access Memory. Dear students, in this slide, whatever the words, the acronym that you are getting, I hope that we all are using in our daily uses. But we don't know the full form as well, in some circumstances only. I hope by getting this slide, at least we have an idea that which kind of acronym that we are using, where I have to use and how we have to use. Next word formation topic is all about, dear students, that is called the clipping we have. Let's discuss. This is a method of word formation in which the shortening of a polysyllabic word. It involves various types, subtypes like back clipping, fore clipping, middle and complex clipping. For example, the word we are having that is called a facing smile. Dear students, that is called the fax machine we have. As we all know that we are quite familiar with the word that is called the fax, an electronic device we have to exchange our information from our place to the any of the place of the across the world. That we are having some examples as well, and by getting this example, at least we have an idea that which kind of the clipping words that we are using in our daily routine. Number one, phonetic, that is called fan, cellular, cell, examination, exam, laboratory, then it's called lab, gymnasium, that is called gym, influenza, that is called flu. Dear students, in this slide, I hope that you are getting that some words that which I have made bold, and all these words that we are using is as a clipping in our daily routine, in our conversation as well. So dear students, I hope that you have observed that we have discussed the various word formation topics, and by putting in implementation, we can surely develop our communication skills as well. We can also enhance our vocabulary as well. So that is the main thing I just want to convey to you, that is called the word formation process we have. Please make sure, dear students, by going through this PPT properly, you can surely develop basic things of the word formation in your life. So thanks for giving your valuable time. I am grateful to you all for giving your presence. Thank you.
स्वाध्यायः परः